Paramashiva's message directly from Maha Kailasa. Listen. Superconscious mutation is literally experiencing Paramadvaita spontaneously, simultaneously, and manifesting the energies of Paramadvaita synergetically. It is beyond initiation, Shaktipada, Shaktinipada. One initiation is equivalent to trillion instructions. Listen, one initiation is more than trillion instructions. Even if you receive trillion instructions, it won't match one initiation. One initiation is more than trillion instruction. Same way, one Shaktipada is more than trillion initiations. Then, one Shaktinipada is more than trillion Shaktipadas. One superconscious mutation, Paramadvaita Diksha, is equivalent to trillions, I should say more than trillions of Shaktipada, Shaktinipada, all initiations. Listen. Now, I am literally doing superconscious mutation in all of you. Take your Atmalinga now itself. Either you can keep it in your hands, palm, or in front of you on the floor. You can keep it even on the plate. You will see the Atmalinga will stand erect by itself, because the process I am doing literally will energize, I should say synergize, energize in a very synced way the whole space you are in. The whole space you are in. I'll explain now few things you need to understand about superconscious mutation, this Paramadvaita Diksha. If you can sit in Batmasana and keep the Atmalinga. Listen. Now I'll start. Understand the few basic truths I am revealing. First thing, superconscious mutation process works core of you. For example, I'll give you one example. If you see Karna, Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Bhima, Nagula Sakadeva, all these six, I give these six like an example. These six are born out of superconscious mutation process. You need to know that. These six, their very birth is superconscious mutation. See Karna, how many times he got cheated because of his quality of giving. It does not make him withdraw from the idea of giving. Because he is from Surya. Surya, sun, burns himself, but he goes on giving energy to universe, the Anda, Brahmanda. Understand? Listen. First, Indra comes and take. I wanted all of you to have little understanding about Mahabharata. If you have not read Mahabharata even once, read it once and then listen to this satsang. You will understand deep. If you already know Mahabharata, then you can easily understand what I am talking. See, first Indra comes and literally snatches the protection shield of Karna. Karna knows if he gives his kavacha and kundala, the protection shield, he will be killed. It is equivalent to committing suicide, giving his very life. And Karna also knows the fellow is standing in front of him and begging. He is not a Brahmana, he is a Indra. It is conspiracy against him. It's a conspiracy against Karna. Knowing that, he cuts his body and gives his kavacha and kundala. Then next, Kundi, the mother who did not stand by him just to protect her chastity and her name and fame and the social status, she just left the kid. Actually, she could have told the family, I received this mantra as a boon, the superconscious mutation process from the Rishi, and using that, I manifested Karna, this baby. I am not immoral or antisocial. She could have explained. Surely there would not have been any problem because everyone in the family, they would have just spoken to the Rishi. Did you give this mantra, this boon to her? He would have said, yes, I gave the boon. And she just tried the boon with Surya and Karna appeared, happened. Nothing is wrong. And this is not something unusual in those days. So understand, actually, the only problem of Kundi is her shyness And she did not even want to take the risk of explaining to the family. Even that one conversation, she has to face their doubts, their questions, and prove herself, which is too easy. She could have done that. Instead of doing that, she chose to leave Karna abandoned. For that lady, sorry for using this word, but at least somebody in the history should record this and make her realize. For that lady, Karna gives a boon. He will not use the Nahastra second time. And he will not kill anyone other than Arjuna. God. What a giving nature of Karna. The first, he was exploited by Indra, but he did not withdraw from the giving. Then he was exploited by this lady who gave birth unfortunately, accidentally. But I'll say Karna is one of the most beautiful character. You need to understand. If you understand Karna, you will understand Surya. If you understand Surya, you will understand Karna. Karna has not lost world. World lost Karna by exploiting him. By portraying Karna as a villain, Karna has not lost anything. World lost personalities like a Karna. Second time, he gets exploited by the lady who did not stand. And in real life, Kundi does not need to go through anything because she has a witness, that Rishi who gave the mantra to her. And she can reuse the mantra and show that this is the way I got. I have not done something against the society or the morals. He gives again, Karna gives again. Then, after all this, in the end, when he is almost about to be killed, Dharma Devata, his own punyas, merits, come and stand and protect him like a shield. Krishna comes asking for all his punya. Of course, I will never blame Krishna. That reason was different. He has to end Karna's story or history to reduce the strength of Duryodhana. Unfortunately, Karna has took the side of Duryodhana, so the larger plan, he has to reduce the strength of Duryodhana and finish the war. So the Krishna took the step. That's different. But listen, see, even in this moment, he is not repenting for his attitude of giving, and he is not reducing the speed of giving. Not only he is not stopping the attitude and work, attitude and the actions of giving, he is not even reducing the speed of giving. For example, you have done something and got hurt. Will you do that? Repeat that same thing again? But here is Karna. He knows now if he gives his punya, he will be dead in next few seconds. He will be dead in next few seconds. Because Karna himself got trapped into many of the adharma, other wrong things, like killing Abhimanyu, unarmed child. Because in the war, ultimately, you will not be able to maintain absolute integrity. War is a war is a war. So, if he gives his punya, his good karmas, next minute, next second, all the other bad things he did is going to finish him off. But he chose us to give. Because it was the superconscious mutation of Surya. Listen, actually, this shows Karna's strength that he is already liberated. His body, his mind, what he is showing as himself to the outer world is too small part of him. So he does not want to compromise on his superconscious qualities for the sake of body, mind, and name and fame and brand. Understand that. For the sake of body, mind, name and fame, brand, how we will be known, for all of that, he doesn't want to compromise. He feels he's too big. These things are too small. Yudhishthira. What a character, oh God. If Yudhishthira has agreed and played even 1 or 2 games as per Krishna, strategically, even this Aswattama Adakunjanaha to kill Drona, Yudhishthira was not ready to lie. He said, I will tell only the fact. If you want, you twist it and you play. He only said, the elephant named Aswattama died. And Krishna played the conch during that word elephant. And Drona heard it as Aswattama died. And collapsed. Listen. Every trouble Yudhishthira faced is because he was dharmic. But till the last second, even in Kedar, when Paramashiva sends Pushpaka Vimana to get him to the Veera Swarga and from Swarga to the higher worlds of enlightenment, He says politely, I cannot come till the dog which was guiding me also gets into the Indra Vimana. You give accommodation for the dog also, only then I'll get in. Otherwise, it's okay, I'll stay here. What a personalities. Oh God. He doesn't have anything now. Kingdom is gone. Wife is dead. Brothers are dead. He is all alone. Just the dog which helped him and guided him for the Swargarogana to the place. So grateful, chaste, dharmic to the dog just because it guided him and walked him through. What a dharmic personalities. Respect for dharma. Just because he is the superconscious mutations manifestation. Finally, the dog got into the Indra Vimana. Only when the Indra Vimana lifted, he realized the dog is his own father, Yamadharma. But without knowing it is Yamadharma, his own father, he is ready to give everything for that dog. Not that after knowing, before knowing. It was his own father. He was ready to sacrifice even Swarga for the sake of that dog. We would have said, don't worry, I'll go there and then there I'll talk to Indra and send the flight once more. The second rescue flight you come. The first flight I'll go. No. He says, no. This guy gets into the flight first, only then I'm getting in. Listen. If you understand the story of Dharma, Karna, Arjuna, Nahula Sahadeva, see, Jyotisha and medicine, both astrology and Ayurveda, both sciences are together in Hindu tradition. If you go to a real Ayurvedic doctor, before giving medicine to you, not only he will study your body, he will study your horoscope. You may think, what horoscope? Because if the pitta is awakened in you, because of Surya, he will give a different medicine. If the same pitta is triggered in you, because of Sanishwara, he will give a different medicine. If the heat is triggered in you, due to Surya, sun, doctor will give a different medicine. If the heat is triggered in you, due to Shanishwara, he will give a different medicine. Because the grahas play a major role in your health. Nakula and Sahadeva are the masters of Jyotisha and Ayurveda, medicine and astrology. Actually, in Hindu tradition, it is astro-medicine, medicine and astrology. In Hindu tradition, medicine, astrology, agriculture, all the three are one and the same. Same science. Food, medicine, astrology. Sahadeva is the master of astrology. His enemy, Duryodhana, is coming and asking Sahadeva, give me the right date for winning this war. Means, literally, he is coming and asking the date to kill Sahadeva and his family and his whole friends and everyone. Krishna says, hey, don't give the name, don't give the date, don't give the date. Sahadeva says, integrity to the Pita, integrity to the science, integrity to the seat I am occupying is more important than my life. He takes the decision. Sahadeva takes the decision. His integrity to the seat he is occupying is more important than his own life, and he gives the date on such and such Amavasya, start the war, Duryodhana, you will win. Oh God! This Krishna has to find some way. He finds a different way. He goes and does Shraddha one day before that Amavasya. Sahadeva gave Amavasya as the right day to start the war. And Krishna goes and does Shraddha one day before the Amavasya. Surya and Chandra run to Krishna and say, come on, tomorrow is Amavasya, you are doing Shraddha today, why? Are you misinformed? Some Prohit, the palace Prohit misinformed you? What happened? Krishna says, what is Amavasya? The day sun and the moon meet. Krishna says, now both of you have already met here. So today is Amavasya, take the Shraddha and go. He changed the whole Amavasya. I understand what all Krishna has to go through to keep the whole thing together. The larger plans of life to happen. I tell you, I have seen all kinds of exploiting people. But I will never stop giving. I may protect Kailasa from these criminals and culinaries attacking. I'll protect. With the grace of Paramashiva, I'll protect myself and Kailasa. But I'll never stop giving. I have seen all kinds of cheats and exploits. People who come like a great disciples, dedicated to serve me, and within few weeks or months, they will try to start doing politics, try to see who are all the fault lines with whom they can network and make a gang and evolve as a power center without taking the responsibility and evolving in the Kailasa structure, playing politics and evolving Kailasa structure. Because in any organization, There will be someone who is interested in money. These culinaries, I have seen how these culinaries work. If someone is interested in money, they'll tell, hey, don't worry. I'll get you the contractor who will give you 50% commission. If somebody is interested in name and fame, not money, don't worry. I'll get you the best name, award, everything inside Sangha. I'll project you as the great person. I can play that game. There will be some people naturally interested in some low-level pleasures, either food or sex, this kind of drugs. These culinaries, they know how to network with them. And they will provide all those things for them. Become a demonic political centers, political power centers, demonic centers. And try to take over the Kailasa. I have seen all kinds of people. Criminals, criminally negligent, people who use Kailasa for everything they want and just disappear if there is even a small weather change, not even a tsunami, just weather change. I have seen all kinds of people. But still, I tell you, even these culinaries, drohis, when they come, I'll accept them shamelessly. I'll protect the Kailasa. I will not allow them to exploit or destroy. But I will not reject. I will not give up. Because I am fundamentally superconscious mutation manifestation of Paramashiva. Absolute life positivity. Looking at everyone as the possibility of Paramashiva. I will neither stop giving nor reduce the speed of giving. Listen, I will neither stop giving nor reduce the speed of giving. At the most, what I will do, I know how to protect. With the grace of Paramashiva, I know how to protect myself and Kailasa. That I will do. Because I need to be here to do this giving and enlightening everyone. That's a core reason why I am here. To do this superconscious mutation process. With the grace of Paramashiva, I will protect myself and Kailasa. That's different. But no drohi, traitor, culinary, cheats, steal, thieves, robbers, none of them can stop me giving or reduce the speed with which I am giving. Now, for this Kailasa, we are evolving the strategies. I was dictating the strategies. One of the strategy I dictated, all the Kailasa-vasis who want to be in Kailasa, a male monastery, female monastery, we will be soon opening. Maybe it will be as soon as Shivaratri also. We are just working on the logistics. The moment we open the monastery, male monastery, female monastery, everything as it was in Adi Kailasa, food, stay, medical care, gym, library, puja items, everything will be provided free of cost. The moment I said this, my team immediately opposed. No, Swamiji, if we give free of cost again, the same traitor gang will come. They will take all this for granted. And after 6 months or 1 year, they will demand more. They will go out and try to attack the Kailasa. We should evolve the protection system, but we cannot stop giving. We can increase the screening method. That is okay. But we cannot stop giving. Paramashiva says very clearly, anyone who wants to study Veda Agama, who wants to take up the Brahmacharya and study, Guru has to provide everything. Food, shelter, books, all the other things needed with the ecosystem. He said it. We just have to do it. Nothing can be done. If you want, you can do all. I told my team, if you want, you can do all the pre-scanning. You do interview. You see their background. You can get a professional company to do a background checkup about them. Is there any criminal record, or are they druggies? Unfortunately, we did not do all this background check in Adi Kailash. That is why the druggies all got into the campus, got into Adi Kailash. And unfortunately, India does not have an infrastructure to do this kind of a background check in other countries. People who come from other countries, India does not have infrastructure to do the background check. Even inside India, there is no one database from where you can do the background check. So India did not have the database or the possibility. Here, I told the team, you can hire a company or an agency which will do background check. You can make sure all of those protection methods, safety protocols are followed. That I agree. But I will not charge or I will not change my strategy. I will not stop giving. Be very clear. I will give. That's my strategy. Neither I will stop my strategy nor I will reduce the speed of giving. Anyone, male or female, want to take sannyas, krama brahmacharya. See, krama brahmacharya is not like an eternal. You can take for 1 year, 6 months, 9 months and study and go back. Naishtika brahmacharya only is like a lifelong commitment. Then sannyasa is the next level. So even for krama brahmachari, Paramashiva says, even if somebody wants to take krama, means after studying he will go back and he may marry, he may live, he or she may carry on with their life. Even for krama brahmachari, Guru has to provide everything. Food, shelter, clothes, books, all other accessories, tools, everything necessary with medical care and the ecosystem free of cost. And I'm going to do that. Again, I'm going to do that. It's not that I'm going to do this only in Adi Kailasa. I'm going to do in Kailasa. I will neither reduce the speed of giving nor stop giving. I'll make it very clear. Because I am the manifestation of Paramashiva's superconscious mutation. By very nature, this is the way I will exist. I will work on safeguarding myself and Kailasa. I will not allow this time the same kind of attack, same kind of traitors, same kind of implants to get into the Sangha, get into the Kailasa. That I will make sure. That I will take care. Because now the campus is very organized. Kailasa is very organized. And male monastery separate, female monastery separate. The place is completely monitored, so no druggies can come inside. They cannot bring anything illegal. See, Adi Kailash is like a large open ground. First of all, there is no compound. That compound is just for like a namesake. In Adi Kailash, you can find 200 places where there is no compound. Freely anyone can walk out or in and bring. You can even bring tractors and trucks inside the campus without going through any security check or any main door. I will not tell you the exact ways, but there are places. Tractors can come inside. Just getting unnoticed, unmonitored, and can take things from inside and go out, can dump things inside. It's an open place, open ground. So that was the reason many of these traitors and criminals were able to get in and execute their plans of stealing, robbing, implanting, all illegal acts, and frighten the administration, terrorize the administrators. I'm telling you, these traitors, criminals, they threaten administrators. If you guys don't budge for us, we will create problem. We will bring illegal things inside and plant inside the campus. You guys will not even know how it came inside and got planted. And we will put the Sangha into legal mess. They threaten directly. I have seen all kinds of people. I have seen all kinds of people. But that does not mean I am going to stop giving. I will not reduce my hospitality. Because I am super conscious manifestation of Paramashiva. Puneet Gera is asking, can married couples also learn Veda? You can learn from where you are. In Kailasa, I am the first opening is going to be for male sannyasis and female sannyasis. Only for the sannyas order, I am going to open. First phase. After this first phase settles down, we are smoothly able to operate and run. In few months, then I will open for householders. Because when the householders come, their kids come, we need to provide everything for the kids and kids studying, kids Gurukul, all that. It's a huge infrastructure work which is going on. Once this sannyasis team settles down, I'll do that next. This time we will do a thorough security check, background check. All those things we will do, but will not stop my hospitality. I will provide everything. Actually, this time, the Kailasa infrastructure is evolving such a way, we learned from all our 20 5 years of experience. We become experts. We have become experts. All our expertization we have put together, made a real Kailasa, most beautiful place, best temple structure where deities directly speak to you, best gym, yogalaya. The gym alone is almost like a $2 million, $2 million US dollar worth gym. For men, separately $2 million. For women, separately $2 million worth gym. Then Malakamba for yoga, Kundalini, rope yoga, ropes, everything. Ultra modern facilities. Best sattvic food. The Vedic, Ayurvedic, herbal sattvic food. 3 times a day. And other than that, the regular coffee, tea, hot chocolate, those things with Ayurvedic touch available. The way we have evolved everything with our expertise, it will be literally like a 10 times more than what we provide during the Paramashivoham or any program. Mahasadashivoham, any program time, what we provide, 10 times more. Absolutely free. Including the books, puja material, everything. All we care now is continue to serve best way with absolutely protecting the ecosystem. Ecosystem will be protected completely. That's the way we evolved our structure, and of course, now we become experts due to so many positive work we have done and all the attacks we faced from outside and inside. The outsiders getting into the inside like insiders. All levels. Actually, people who attack are never insiders. They pose as insiders. I should say imposters. Our expertise is really helping us now. What we went through positively, negatively, everything has only made us more strong now. Because I am not going to compromise on giving. That is my superconscious mutation. Absolute life positivity. Paramashiva's superconscious mutation manifestation is me. I can't change my core. Monica Nitya Nishkrodananda is messaging. Swamiji, I would like this to be my path. I want to be there eventually with your blessings. I would like this lineup. Would love if Kogan would be with me too. Monica Nitya Nishkrodananda. First thing I want to tell you, you are a real sincere devotee. For you, I will give the exemption. You can be here in Kailasa with the kid, Kohen also. Not only you are not a threat to Kailasa, you are a big support to Kailasa. You will actually monitor people. You will work for my side. You will be like a police. You will be like a police for Kailasa, protecting Kailasa. I know you. I accept you, and you will be. I'll make sure you are part of the Kailasa sooner. With your child, both of you. Anyhow, listen. The people who attacked us from outside, inside, imposters, terrorists, drohis, conspirators, thieves, robbers, serial rapists, druggies, all these gang. The only expectation they had is somehow they will shut this great mission of Kailasa. Not only they failed utterly and bitterly, they are not even able to reduce my speed, my way of thinking, my way of giving. Now, I have decided, and I am already doing, I have started giving 100 times higher quality products with more speed to more people. Please understand, when something is done inside you as a superconscious mutation process, it can never leave you. It will be there as your core. And my gurus have done it so beautifully. They made not only the power of enlightenment and power of enlightenment with the ability to transmit that to others, above all, even the ability to create an infrastructure. They did a superconscious mutation process inside me. Forever I will be attracting the wealth, and wealth will be gathering around me for the work I need to do. That is why even now I don't appeal or ask anyone to donate for me or for Kailasa. Every day it is pouring. It is pouring. The other day I was reading a news. Somebody wrote a will to Venkateshwara temple, few crore property, and they went and offered, after that person died, that will, as per the will, that property was offered to Venkateshwara temple. It was there all over the news. It was there as a news everywhere in the media. When I read that news, I thought, what is there in this to make it as a big news? Because I receive like these properties every week. Just the other day, a few days before, Sri Pranavananda comes and tells me, head of the Oman Adinam, is heading the Oman Adinam and this Nirahara Samyama. All the Goshalas all over the world, Kailasa, all Goshalas are under him. He takes care of all Goshalas, he takes care of all the Nirahara Samyama, and he takes care of the Oman Adinam. He came and told the Sangha that his father wrote a will, some $1 million property. It's at least worth of $1 million US in India. His father wrote a will that this property should go to Swamiji, and he left the body. He already reached Kailasa. He already is in Kailasa. He left the body. He came and handed over that will. And we saw it's a huge house. Huge property. At least $1 million worth. as per today's market value. So I thought, this is happening every day, every week. Some or other are coming and giving. What is there in this to become a big news? Only when I saw that Tirumala Tirupati news, I thought, I think even we should start publishing. I actually asked one of the persons who are involved in the Tirumala administration, can you tell me the logic behind making this as a news? He said, Swamiji, this way we are encouraging more and more people to donate. I thought, oh, then okay. Otherwise, it doesn't seem to be a big news. For the kind of organization, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, one person writing a will and that property coming to the temple after that person passed away, how can this be a news? He said, Swamiji, this is the way we are encouraging. I am not even doing that kind of an encouraging. Today I told this just to mention. It is pouring from all sides. I tell you, I am going to do the exact same superconscious mutation in all of you. You will all have enlightenment, powers of Paramashiva. Constantly you will be attracting the wealth around you for the work you need to do. Constantly you will be attracting all the infrastructure you need, like a right team, right family, right happy people, right people who are in tune, without compromising on your core. This is the exact superconscious mutation I am going to do inside you, as it was done to me by my gurus. Health. The way this body is functioning, manifesting these initiations and enlightenment, I simply know at least next 200 years, I can keep going. Healthily, I can keep going. Because it is superconscious mutation process, manifestation. Many of our devotees, they know what I am talking. It will come almost like you are going to lose the house or the company or the something, the bank problem and all that. Almost like a கத்தி கழுத்துக்கு வர மாதிரி இருக்கும். நித்யகண்டம் பூர்ணாயுசு, don't worry. Suddenly the problem will disappear. I tell you, understand the difference between problems and situations. When Guru is there with you, everything is only situation. There is no such thing as a problem. When Guru is not with you, even small situation is a problem because you can't handle it. You can't solve it on. When you don't know how to solve it, even a small situation is a problem. When Guru is with you, worst problems are also just situations, nothing else. Guru makes even the worst problems just as a situation and solves it. Understand this one thing. With Guru, nothing called problem. Everything is just situation. People will message, Swamiji, it's almost like my company is gone, my house is gone, my life is gone, my everything is gone. Don't worry. Do this. Just do that. Message me after 48 hours. That's all. Swamiji, problem got solved. I'm okay. Everything is okay. With Guru, even the greatest problems becomes just situations. Need to be handled. That's all. That's all. I tell you, whether it is in the health or wealth or strategies to evolve, enlightenment, powers of enlightenment, Paramashivatva, anything. The superconscious mutation process done on me by Paramashiva himself as Arunagiri Yogishwara, my Guru, and my Guru Parampara, and the ecosystem. Tiruvannamalai has all the three: Guru, Linga, Sangha. Always all these three will be available in Tiruvannamalai: Guru, Linga, Sangha. I got all the three. Paramashiva himself came as Guru, Arunagiri Yogishwara, and my Gurus, all the other Gurus, the Guru Parampara. What he did to me, a superconscious mutation process with his grace and blessings and permission. I am doing the same thing to you. That is why the last initiation I said, pen down 25 things which is you feel impossible. I am seeing multiple messages everywhere. Swamiji, already the things which I thought impossible and wrote the 25 things have started manifesting. Those impossibilities are collapsing, melting down. I tell you, listen to this. You can offer it as a prayer. You can even offer it as a sangalpa. If you are a little arrogant person, you can even throw it as a challenge. I tell you, Paramashiva is really interested in proving himself to you so that you will start getting ready for Paramadvaita initiation, becoming one with him. You wanting to become ultimate is not just your desire alone, it is his desire also. That is why so boldly I am saying, pen down the 25 which you think impossible in your life and keep it under the Atmalinga now. Not only Atmalinga will stand erect, straight up, he will radiate the energy and he will fulfill all the 25. If you wrote yesterday in the last initiation 25, some things got fulfilled, started manifesting, remove that. And you can add few more. 3 or 4 is done. You can add 3, 4 more and keep. I tell you, what you think as impossible, that makes you feel too cheap about yourself. Your low self inner image is because of your impossibilities. If those impossibilities are broken, see, it's like you have built a prison around yourself with a 25 strong pillars. If those pillars are broken, suddenly you know you are free. And it is not necessary all the 25 need to break. Even 3, 4 breaks, you know you are free to walk out. Same way, dam. You have built a dam with a 25 strong pillars around you. It's not that all 25 need to collapse for the river to flow. Even if 3, 4 pillars collapse, the river will flow and break the remaining pillars and be free. These 25 impossibilities you have, pen them down and keep. And keep the Atmalinga on it, or you can keep the Atmalinga in the hand. Anything is okay. Not only Atmalinga will start standing erect, it will start levitating. Because when the superconscious mutation process happens, your whole, the space will become so alive. You will be simply connected to Mahakailasa. It is beyond any words, imaginations. It is experiential. Actually, when your Atmalinga stands erect, and standing erect itself will be, you know, the initiation is happening and power manifestation is happening. When it starts levitating, then you know, simply the superconscious mutation is happening. Your logic will say, your negativity, life negativity, SDHD, logic, everything will say, okay, sir, bye, Sahib. Now, your guru is directly with you. I can't do anything more. I'll go and see somebody else. The delusion Maya will leave and it will go and work with somebody else who are inviting them. After all, the delusion is too busy. Too many people want. He will say goodbye to you and go to carry on. So understand, this Atmalinga standing erect or levitating, all this simply to show you how the superconscious mutation process is happening. Somebody is messaging, Swamiji, I don't even know what I believe as impossible. It means already your impossibilities have started breaking. Don't you see? People suffer with impossibilities. It has already started melting in you. So now don't suffer. I am not having any impossibility. What to do, Swamiji? Then celebrate that. Enjoy that. So, I'll enter into initiation now. So now, I'll start the initiation. All of you sit. You can keep your Atmalinga between your palms or on the paper you wrote your sankalpas, prayers. Anything is okay. Not only Atmalinga will stand erect on its own, it will start levitating. Om, Om, Om. Sit straight. If you can sit in Padmasana, sit in Padmasana. Keep a lamp and Atmalinga in front of the camera. I'll start the initiation now. Om, Om, Om. Om. Shiva, 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 Shiva.
Like he always did, he created a buzz with the simple blink of an eyelid. As a village boy and a president, running a nation 110%. The golden Raja with the jasmine scent, the holy Godzilla, the ego killer. The pure truth to the world he presents. He's the true master, the real karma blaster. A dose of his truth fills you with fire, raises you to Kailasa. Higher and higher, simple Shakti pod, you straight into bliss. All incompletions are completely dismissed. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. You in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. Sous toutes ses formes, il se manifeste. Il est conscience, partout imprégné. Existence immaculée, il est céleste. Le temps incarné dans la réalité. Il célèbre son existence dans l'unité. Existant dans le présent et non dans le passé. Irradiant l'extase éternelle, félicité. Une bénédiction, une dose de bliss en condensé. Éternel et donc toujours présent, jamais en arrière, toujours en avant, innocent et donc toujours puissant, inébranlable, volonté persistante. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. You in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. By the power of his being, he ascends the throne. As he makes things happen and always will. In the enlightened space, by his gurus he was grown. Oozing out of compassion as he's always filled. Like a lion in the zone he owns. From his fearless roar, let the truth be shown. Poof, like magic ignorance is blown. While the pure space of enlightenment is grown. As a glorious king straight on the throne. The cherry on top just like a gemstone. He sits in the space fresher than cologne. Having Shakti flowing through his backbone. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. You in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped.
ஆதியுள் ஆலடி அமர்ந்து மாதர்க்கு ஆகமம் சொல்லி மேதினி வந்து ராமனுக்கு வேத நீதியும் தானரைத்த சோதியும் சுடராய் நின்று சச்சலமே நித்யானந்தன் தானாய் வந்து சச்சலமே நித்யானந்தன் தானாய் வந்து தானே தன்னை வழிபாட்டு நித்யானந்தேசன் நினைவே நித்யா
Oh. Oh.
Nithyanandam.
I see some of the participants keeping the Atmalinga stand with your hand. Please understand, you should keep the Atmalinga only flat. It will stand by itself. In your hand or on the floor, you should keep it only flat. It will stand on its own.
ಭುವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವತರಿಸಿ
Please do not make the Atmalinga stand by your hand. Means you can't keep it straight. You keep it flat. It will stand up by itself. When I start the initiation now, it will stand by itself, even on your hand, in your palm. Keep it flat. It will stand by itself. When the initiation starts, when I awaken the Kundalini, the Linga will stand by itself, not only erect, it will start levitating. Adil Hamid, Parameshyananda, you should know very clearly. Unless you go back to Adi Kailasa and do Prayaschitta, you will not be able to enter into Mahakailasa or any of my other Kailasas. You should know it very clearly. Don't think directly you can use my compassion and enter into Mahakailasa directly. No. Anyone who left Adi Kailasa unceremoniously, either ganged up with traitors or just remained neutral without defending Adi Kailasa. If you have not defended Adi Kailasa and remained neutral, also you are criminally negligent. The criminally negligent Hindus also have to go back to Adi Kailasa, do Prayaschitta, get trained. Only then you can think of entering into Mahakailasa. If you are sincere about entering into Mahakailasa and living here with me, go back to Adi Kailasa, do Prayaschitta. Only then you will understand the value of what is provided to you and you will not abuse it again. So I am making it very clear. I am getting multiple messages everywhere. Oh, I want to come to Adi Kailasa. I want to come to Mahakailasa immediately. I am applying. When you are opening the male monastery, when you are opening the female monastery, be very clear. If you left Adi Kailasa or any of our Indian Kailasa, Gujarat or Madurai, any of the Indian Kailasa unceremoniously during the crisis, broke your integrity to stand by the Sangha, whether you joined the anti-gang, but you did not, even if you did not join the traitor anti-gang, but remained neutral. During the crisis, you did not defend or protect Adi Kailasa and just escaped, ran away. Then you are criminally negligent Hindu. Go back to Adi Kailasa, do Prayaschitta. Only then you will understand the value of what is provided. By now, life would have taught you enough. What you lost, what you missed. So go back to Adi Kailasa, do Prayaschitta. Only after that you can enter into Mahakailasa. Not before that. Because I am very clear, I don't want criminals, traitors, serial rapists, druggies, thieves, culinaries, robbers. I don't want any of that. Any of those people, including criminally negligent Hindus. People who did not defend. People who did not stand by Adi Kailasa. After getting all the infrastructure, hospitality, everything from Adi Kailasa, literally sucking the blood of Adi Kailasa, but did not stand by Adi Kailasa during the crisis. Those criminally negligent Hindus also have to go back to Adi Kailasa, do Prayaschitta, only then you will be able to reach Mahakailasa. Mahakailasa, I am going to provide best things. Actually, in Mahakailasa, my room does not even have a door. I don't sleep in a closed room. So anyone can walk directly to me and talk anything. That's the way I made the structure. In the main hall of Mahakailasa, I have my swing. People who stay in Mahakailasa, they have rooms. But I don't have room. I stay in the hall, public hall, where I just sit seeing the ocean and the snow-covered hill. Now you can go on Google. Oh, where is the snow-covered hill and the ocean together? That is where Mahakailasa is. Search. One side I can see the snow-covered hill, the other side the ocean. That's the way Mahakailasa is. So there is a beautiful hall where in the center of the hall my swing is. I don't have a locked room. My deities just sit next to me. Anyone who stays in Mahakailasa can straight walk up to me at any time 24/7 and talk anything they want, ask anything they want. So that's the way the lifestyle in Mahakailasa, and I eat with them. Only once a day I eat, but that once also I eat with them. They live around me. Literally like how the Mahakailasa is, the same way. See, from Mahakailasa, if you go to Mahakailasa after you leave the body, you will not have any cultural shock. Because this is the trailer of Mahakailasa in the vertical time zone in Bhuloka. Saurav Aneja is putting the message. No place like Adi Kailasa. Thank you for getting my family here. I can't even imagine how Mahakailasa would be. Saurav Aneja, you have an absolute obedience and devotion and Guru Bhakti. Soon you will reach Mahakailasa. Only one thing I want to warn you. Listen. Don't get diluted with old poisonous culinaries, some of them still sitting there. See, everyone in Adi Kailasa don't think they are dedicated to me. It is because of the old culinaries, I'll just lift them. Okay, where will they go? Let them just be running around. There are few. Still, some of the culinaries, traitors, who are not absolutely integrated, or who are evolving, struggling. Those kind of people are there. Don't gang up with them. Don't set them as your standard. Keep only me as your standard. Be focused only on me. You will reach Adi Kailasa. If you settle with them comfortably, then you will be with them. Understand that. That's the only warning I want to give you, Saurav. Keep the high spirit of Tyaga high up. Yes. We'll start the initiation. Om, 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 Om. Om.
அருமருந்த அண்ணாமலையோன ஆனந்த நித்தியன அகழுருள் மாய்ப்பவனே சிறிதே சிந்தை இறங்கி கருதும் எக்கணத்திலும் எம் கண்முன்னே நீயாடிவா அழகு திருநடமிடும் எங்கள் அம்மையப்பனே பழகு தமிழில் உன்னை பாடி நின்றோம் தூயவனே ஞானவனே நித்யானந்தனே தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா முகம் சிரிப்பால் சொன்ன சொற்களோ கொட்டகிட கோப்பி விட தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடிவா.
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸಾಧ ಸ್ವರೂಪನೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸಾಧ ಸ್ವರೂಪನೆ ಕಮಲ ನಯನ ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸಾಧ ಸ್ವರೂಪನೆ ಕಮಲ ನಯನ ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತಾ ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಹೇಶ ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತಾ ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಹೇಶ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಾಂತ ಸ್ವರೂಪಣೆ ಕಮಲ ನಯನ ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಾಂತ ಸ್ವರೂಪಣೆ ಕಮಲ ನಯನ ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ नित्य पराशक्ति ब्रह्मा विष्णु हर हर महादेवा आदि पराशक्ति नित्य पराशक्ति अखिल जगत की नित्या अखिल जगत की नित्या दया शंकर सांब शिवो शंभो नित्य शिवो शंभो सांब शिवो शंभो नित्य शिवो शंभो नित्यानंद नित्य शांत स्वरूपणे कमला नयन देवादिदेव नित्यानंद
गलद्दानगण्डं मिलद्भृङ्गषण्डं चलच्चारुशुण्डं जगत्प्राणशौण्डं कलद्दन्तकाण्डं विप श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते, श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते। अनाद्यन्तमाद्यं परं तत्त्वमर्थं चिदाकारमेकं तुरीयं त्वमेयं हरिब्रह्मभृग्यं परब्रह्मरूपं मनोवाहतीतं महर्षैवमीडे। श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते, श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते, श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते, श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते। स्वशक्त्यादिशक्त्यन्तसिंहासनस्थं मनोहारि सर्वाङ्गरत्नोरुभूषं जटाकेन्दुगङ्गास्तिशन्याकमौलिं पराशक्तिमित्रं नुमः पञ्चवक्त्रम्। श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते, श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते, श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते, श्री नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते।
of Paramashiva, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I initiate all of you into Paramadvaita. Om, Om, Om. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the Paramadvaitam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailas of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकवस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्द प्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदकालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते।
साध्या ह्यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजाप्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते।
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सखशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते।
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्त सप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्टा मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते।
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अदिदे पुत्र शङ्कः शिशिरनाशनः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते। रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं భాస్కరం భువనేశ్వరం కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే సర్వదేవాత్మకో హేష తేజస్వి రశ్మి భావనః ఏవ దేవాసురగణాన్ లోకాన్ పాదికవస్తిభిః కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే ఏష బ్రహ్మా చ విష్ణుశ్చ శివస్కంద ప్రజాపతిః మహేంద్రో ధనదక్కాలో యమః సోమో హ్యపాంపతిః కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే
सवसाध्य यश्विनो मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजा प्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सखशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्त सप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्ट मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अदिदे पुत्र शङ्कर शिशिरनाशनः
कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते कोटि सूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतम् पूजयस्व विवस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकबस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्दप्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदकालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
साध्य ह्यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजाप्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सखशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्तसप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्टा मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अतिदे पुत्र शङ्कः शिशिरनाशनः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकबस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्दप्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदक्कालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
साध्या ह्यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजाप्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सकशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्तसप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्टा मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अतिदे पुत्र शङ्कर शिशिरनाशनः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते निर्भयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकबस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्दप्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदकालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
साध्या ह्यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजाप्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सकशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्तसप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्टा मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अतिदे पुत्र शङ्कर शिशिरनाशनः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते नित्यहृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकबस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्दप्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदकालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
साध्य ह्यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजाप्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सखशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्त सप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्टा मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अतिदे पुत्र शङ्कर शिशिरनाशनः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते आदित्यहृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकबस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्द प्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदकालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजाप्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सखशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्त सप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्ट मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अतिदे पुत्र शङ्कर शिशिरनाशनः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकबस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्द प्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदकालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
ह्यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजा प्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्य सूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सखशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम् नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्तहृदयनिवासिनम्